Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Friday the 13th. I'm flying solo today. We had a little bit of a hiccup yesterday with all the Google SSO issues. We were literally sitting here, Big Bear, Crypto Casino. We were all sitting in studio. We'd all been chatting for about 15 minutes. Come time to launch the live stream, click the button, and nothing happened. and we spent the next 15 minutes trying to figure out what was wrong until we got completely booted out of the program. And of course, then the rest of the story is history, and pretty much everybody knows it. Everybody was having problems logging into something yesterday. But here we are. It is Friday the 13th, a day after our normal weekly report. I wasn't able to do that last week. We did have a little bit of an issue here, family issue I had to take care of. And next week is going to be the same thing. So I'm probably going to pre-record next week's. It'll go up normal time, but we'll probably pre-record it. So it won't be live. But if you're hanging out with us right now, watching, you got any questions, go ahead and ask. We're going to go ahead and just swing through all of this. I expect it to be done well within 30 minutes. And we'll be off to the races for the weekend, and hopefully everybody has an awesome weekend planned. So this is our weekly report. In our previous weekly reports, we've gone over everything from the Founders NFT collection, the migration process, claiming process, contracts, tokenomics, purpose of the DAO, membership versus ownership. We talked about the DAO structure 2 weeks ago. Today, we're going to talk just a little bit about our Community Partners Program in a little bit more detail. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to be doing this every time we do these. I'm actually pulling up our support docs. It's support.axiondao.com. And we're going to go over this real quick. So our Community Partners Program, like in the past, is basically established to facilitate inter-community support. And we do have a small handful of communities that we are very close to start the announcement process. In fact, we have enough that it'll be kind of rapid fire. One day, a couple days later, another one, a couple days later. We're going to actually invite them to come on to these weekly reports, and we'll be getting to know some of these community partners. But everything is here in our support docs, and that's what I really want to kind of push today. Is go to the support docs if you have any questions. We are going to be cleaning this up a little bit and updating it. We are working on some additional features that we're looking to launch right after we launch on base. So we'll get some clarity on that as we move forward. But everything that we do and everything that we, the guidelines for everything we do are right here in our support docs. So the Community Partners Program is created to rebuild and grow our active user base, share educational resources across platforms, expand our presence in DeFi, Web3, NFT, and DAO circles, and reward aligned voices who help with the project. And that's the biggest thing is we want this to be mutually beneficial. We want the partners coming in to have very specific value statements that they are getting from our association, as well as some very specific value statements that we're getting from them through this process. And we're looking for blockchain educators, YouTubers, Web3 influencers, Twitter hosts, ex-hosts, DAO advocates, DeFi enthusiasts, existing Axion stakers and token holders. We have had a few reach out that are working on their own little things that they want to share with the community. So we'll be looking at doing that hopefully in the near future. And we're looking for aligned, Web 2, Web 3 startups that are aligned with what we're building here with the DAO. And that goes for local leaders, we're going to be looking at promotions, sponsoring things, doing things with communities, various communities, IRL, and we're working with some pretty some pretty well-known IRL influencers as well. The benefits of becoming a partner in our Community Partners program: co-branded materials, co-branded NFTs, logos, pitch decks, guides, approved graphics. We've got early access to content featured in our DAO media, access to partner-only channels where we can collaborate, and we can kind of, one of the hopes that I have, one of the goals that I have is to build an incubator of sorts where projects can come in and have a variety of resources that there are others who can help them quickly understand, incorporate, and then leverage those assets or those features into what they're building. Especially initially, there's no financial obligations in these partnerships. We're looking to create mutual value for all that's involved. We will have a community partners application form for those who are looking to reach out to us prior to us reaching out to them. Like I said, we're working with at least a half a dozen, maybe a couple more projects that we will be kind of shooing into this process in short order here, in the near future. Let's see. So there will be a process for that. There will be perks. There will be things that members coming from one community to this community will have specific roles that they might be able to be granted access and opportunities to participate in the whole process. We're looking for partners who want to create YouTube tutorials, talk about Axie and staking, from your perspective, and as we go through this DAO voting and the base migration process. We're looking to host educational AMAs. We're looking for people that will probably help with translating our documentation into languages that don't easily translate with Google Translate. If that becomes a need, we'll be looking for that. And we'll be looking to introduce the aligned DeFi projects to apply for certification and Launchpad support. As we build this DAO and this foundation, the one of the primary goals is to position the project so that we can support, sponsor, and promote startups, token launches, registered fundraising. That is our primary end goal, is to restore that Launchpad perspective that we had a couple years back. Here's some of the categories we're looking for: education partners, media partners, regional partners, strategic partners, project partners. All of these things kind of have their own little niche. And as we do so, we expect that this will really help the community grow. It'll help get some of our OGs excited and back in that process, and really an opportunity to really kind of expand our footprint as we move forward. And that kind of, in a nutshell, is our Community Partners program. Let me take a look at the time here, and we are moving quite quickly. So this is going to wrap up pretty quick. Let me see if there's any comments. Doesn't look like it. We've got a few people watching, but I expect most people will watch after the fact, since it really kind of, the timing of this is not in a normal time frame. So, all right, so let's go back to our slides. Okay. I already went through this. So again, we're not looking to do this migration until mid-August. And there very well could be small little delays and little pauses, just so we can get everything in place so that we can have the most success in this process. So mid-August, it will be a manual claiming. There won't be any airdrops. It will be from the AxienDAO.com website, not any other website. So you got to make sure that your URL has AxienDAO.com, not AxienDAO.com hyphen some weird key phrase or whatever .io.com. I think that's the biggest mistake people make when they click on links. They don't actually look at the URL before they click on it. And if it's a well done landing page, it's easy to be fooled. So we don't want that to happen. So the claiming portal will be claim.axiondao.com or axiondao.com/claim. I'm not sure exactly which of the two, but it'll be basically one of those. Our weekly report. So we've been pretty head deep in some technical stuff over the last couple of weeks, looking at an opportunity to bring in some new features, new ideas for right after we launch. We're looking at some of the technical issues with legal, and working through a couple things with the attorney to make sure that once we do relaunch, that everything is copacetic and that we can function as an entity without the fear of someone coming in and telling us no. So that is the ultimate goal. So we've still been doing a few of these things, but the last, especially the last week and a half, has really been kind of focused on the fundamentals, on some of the technicals. So not a lot of glitz and glamour to go over. We do have a couple things that we hope to announce. Might not be this coming week, but the week after for sure. Once we kind of know exactly how we're going to proceed with a few of these back end technical things, then we'll be able to kind of start moving forward again with a little bit more momentum and enthusiasm and excitement and opportunities for people to participate. We are still, again, this is a lot of this is just a repeat from the last few live streams. We are looking at some pretty high-end media outreach. We are looking at getting our press releases out to some primary media outlets, both IRL and online through the crypto communities. We're documenting this process so that we can, one of my goals is to actually write the story for Axion, write a book. And I'm very, very close to actually stepping into that process. So, yeah, so this is from a couple of weeks ago. Had a chance to hang out with Hermie at Meta Rides at the Rogue Bunnies mansion party down in Vegas. Met a lot of pretty significant influencers there. If you missed that, that first picture on the bottom left is at Mike Tyson's old house, and the party that we were at, the mansion party, was at Elvis Presley's old digs at the Westgate Mall, at the Westgate Casino. Good times. And that's really it. I mean, all of this is a rehash of and that's what I've told everybody is a lot of these are just going to be some of the same information over and over until we get to that final stretch. I think we're just about 2 months away, 60, maybe just a couple days shy of 60 days until we start that migration process. And I think about 30 days prior to that, we will be reevaluating our timeline, making sure that we're still on track, and we'll go from there. Gosh, that's our weekly report, guys. Appreciate the 3 people that are hanging out with us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll give you just about a minute, maybe not. It doesn't look like anything's popping up. So thank you, Scully. Appreciate you hanging out and being here with us. Great, man. Hey, guys, have an awesome weekend. It is Friday the 13th, and nothing went wrong. So that's a good sign, I hope. That's a really good sign. So have an awesome weekend, and hopefully by the end of next week, we'll have some clarity on a few things so we can actually start this promotion process. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Discord. Cheers.